Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we are Real Sick Jerky Daily. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all.
Did you see how quick I was?
No.
With those headphones?
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
keep me out of your bedroom.
It's funny. My wife says the same thing.
Oh, that's not nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What do we got today?
We got a lot of no news today.
It's a Friday, no news Friday.
Usually, normally like next week we have new home sales on Tuesday, Wednesday's mortgage application, which is every Wednesday, right?
Yup.
Durable goods orders. Thursday's first quarter GDP. Right, they're going to look at it, see what that read is. Initial jobless claims are always on Thursdays.
Right.
Pending home sales. Friday, we have PCE, which is what? The consumer. No, I messed you up. It's personal consumption expenditures, which is Fed's favorite gauge of inflation.
Yeah, because
you like that how I use those fingers?
Yeah, gauge, and because they made it up.
Well, no, they just never look at the real inflation anymore because they took all that away.
Well, it's depressing.
Well, I think they're going to eventually come out and say, you know what, Mr. Administrator, we're good with 3% or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it really helps us.
Let's just hang here.
Yeah, because then we can keep spending. We don't have to cut anything.
No more cuts. All right.
So the New York Fed President, John Williams, kind of spoiled the party yesterday with his comments, causing bonds to sell off this last couple of days.
Oh.
Yeah. Williams said they would take no further hikes off the table.
Okay.
Didn't I just say this like a while back that we're probably going to see more hikes?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said they would not take any further hikes off the table if data, that's inflation, people in quotation marks,
right,
is telling Fed that they need to have higher rates to achieve their goals. He would obviously want to wait. They would want to wait to do that. However, that's, that's his case, and that's what he's saying. So this is what I've been saying, that I see potentially they might have to hike again when everybody else is, there's 3 to 4 more rate cuts, not more. But anyway, so that kind of messed up everything yesterday and the day before. But now, we're at, just so people know where we're at. So the 10-year is down about 3 basis points, 4.60, and it has a bearish engulfing pattern over the past 2 days. Anyway, which typically signs lower yields ahead.
Right.
We'll see if this plays out, but yields are also in a very wide range of movement, up and down. So there's a lot of room to the downside in yields than upside, so the risks favor being patient and seeing how things play out. So float, don't lock. You know what I say?
Lock.
Don't float.
Lock it now.
Don't float. There's more potential for the downside in interest rates. The downside for you for waiting, which means rates will be higher versus the other way.
Exactly. The high side, where rates will be better.
So everybody's asking about prices. Why are existing home sales rising when sales are still so low?
What?
Yeah.
There's still not very many of them.
Oh, because as of November of 2022, it's all about supply and demand.
Right. Wait. They just started it November.
No, but really focused. No, but prior to that, we had so much on the market. There was limited inventory overall, and people bid up. But now it's even worse because people aren't moving. People aren't taking really nice jobs on the other coasts or anywhere else and moving because they like their low interest rate.
Right. And I'll show some numbers here fairly soon, which is
teasing them.
Yeah, I'm teasing.
Okay.
This is the teaser, which is gonna contradict what we just said, but even though the numbers are a little bit bigger on the listing side,
that's
still
exactly
very
what
low.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know it's still very low.
Same with nationwide. We were up, what did we go up 13,000 or more last week. Watch this week, we're going to be up even more. So we have like 26% more houses on the market, and
we're still 500,000 shops.
Right. Well, there's still pent up demand. There's still people buying. It just makes it easier for people to purchase homes that are going, you know what, this is the right time because I can control the price.
Right.
I don't worry about the interest rate.
I don't have a booger in my nose. I just had
stop
itch.
That. Move on. All right. So rates, again, mortgage rates are going a little bit higher. That's just what they've been doing. All these traders who said this year, we're going to see many rate cuts and March is off the table. Oh, but we're going to still see 3 more. Now they're kind of seeing maybe not.
Let's just see how.
I'm like, let's keep the pain until the election, please.
Yes, we need pain
because if we don't keep seeing this and seeing this, then people won't get out to vote. if they, we need this, or people get out and want to do a change.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to move over to something else. So wire fraud.
Yeah,
almost 10% of all transactions in the first quarter of this year had some type of potential wire fraud on it. And actually, they said overall, almost up to 50% of all transaction has a potential for wire fraud, being sent out to them to get them to do the wrong thing.
You got to be really cognizant of expressing the right way to do things to your buyers, especially.
It's your buyers.
To your buyers, especially, but even the sellers. Let the sellers know that if you fill out the wire information and send it along with the closing packet to title, you cannot call title up and say, and I say title, it's escrow and title. You cannot call them up.
That's only up here, people.
I know. Yeah, it's
in Northern California.
This is where I am. So, wait.
Yes. Actually, there are some separate escrow companies.
We have one here
but they still use a title company, and a lot of those have to have their checks cut by the title company.
I think it's First American that they use, but I'm not positive.
Okay, let's move on.
Anyway, you can't call and say, hey, I gave you the wrong bank account. Okay. And they will not change it. You have to personally come in and show ID if you want to change your bank account that you're going to wire to. So don't call. Go in or contact your realtor and go in with your realtor.
I would just tell you to go directly to the title company and don't include your realtor. Because there's nothing wrong with you, Mike, and other people, realtors, right. But this is your thing. This is money. The real estate agent focuses on the transaction. All
I'm saying is
the loan. I got you. The loan officer handles the loan part of the transaction. Right. Overall, that's our
stay in your
jobs.
lane.
Exactly. So let's have escrow deal with this. So it's in their lane and we're not part of it. Because you never know. Someone was like, he told me to do this.
Hey, can you balance this?
Balance what?
Can you balance this? I can't get this to balance. I can't
get your hands off the table. Oh, I'm sorry. They're talking about the balancing of the table.
Yeah.
It's shaking. Stop shaking your table.
I know.
It's because I had to move it when I was doing all those videos for the Operation Firewalk. I had to use the flag behind you. So I had to move the table.
Oh, you move it over to there?
And I just slid it out some so I could get behind it.
Gotcha.
So elder. So they've been saying there's a huge increase in elder exploitation when it comes to like reverse mortgages and stuff. They received more than 155,000 reports about elder financial exploitation from mid 2022 to mid 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, that's big. So in order to get a reverse mortgage, you have to go to counseling and all the other stuff. But there's still a potential for people to say, I want to give the money to my son or my daughter, and they're pushing, I need this, Dad, I need this. And that's just the way it is. It's their house, their money, but you can't change their mind. Anyway.
So it's exploitation from family members?
Potentially.
Mostly?
Yeah,
wow.
Potentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why they started the counseling, and also why you can't take all your money the first year.
But the big lump sum.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you only get to take out 60% of whatever you're that you can get on your reverse mortgage the first year. The residual 40 is the second year, just to protect the person so they have some money left over so they don't spend it all.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah. All right. That's it for me. And we already said next week, the biggest thing next week is going to be Friday, which is personal consumption expenditures.
PCE. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
I can barely hide it.
Bet you we have a lot of closed sales.
No,
we don't. We actually have less closed sales.
Fewer closed sales this week than compared to last week. And this is the week ending April 13th.
I can't believe we're almost going to be May.
Before we know it.
I'm not going to be president of Rotary.
Before we know it, I will be. 621 pending sales. I think that's up a little bit from the previous week, but new listings.
You should just leave those on there and then that way you can look at it. Each week. And see the difference.
Yep.
Or have a little piece of paper over there and just write it down as you go.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could put it
since you're only really the one that sits there.
Yeah. Truly. 746 new listings per day.
That's up
about 100 from last week, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if you want a nice little place over in San Francisco, now is the time to go buy, because that will be changing soon once they start fixing everything as of the next election.
Yes, this is true.
Because I know some people over there shopping right now, and I'm going.
It's just so sad that Gruesome Newsom and his administration just misplayed. They can't find that 24. Was it million or billion?
24 million. Yeah.
$24 million that were set aside for the homeless. It just went someplace.
Yeah. I wonder where. Isn't he driving a new car?
He probably is, and he probably has new equipment at his wineries. And
No, it's just the whole thing about our government spending all this money and then we don't know where it went.
We don't know.
And our big ones the same way. There's so many. They've lost so many millions of dollars. And that's not even talking during the Iraq War, the money they were giving out to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, these movies where the people stole it and all that. That's really happened.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. But look at that.
What realtors are saying.
Yeah. That 19.5% of them closed the sale.
So they're all over there. I closed the
sale. 23.2% went into escrow and 24.0%. Now those numbers have increased considerably.
So when you say go into escrow, does that mean they actually had a property going to escrow, or they just went by there?
They went in, they chatted, they had a cup of coffee and a payday, and then they left. No, they actually have a accepted contract that opened an escrow, and then people are listing properties. I got to be one of those 24%.
Did you?
Yeah.
And then realtors think will happen.
Look,
it's still up.
It's still up, but it's
actually it's up. No, it's up more.
It is up. Yeah,
up more than. Yeah.
So 37.3.
So almost one. So every two, that's 46%. So out of two people, almost one of them thinks everything's going to be good going forward, and the other one's 1 out of 3.
The other one's not calling their clients and it's so bad.
Prices will be up, sales will be down. We can only wish and hope that everything keeps going the way it's going. I'm starting to see a lot larger transaction, which helps for me.
Yep.
Because for the longest time, it was all low numbers, small numbers.
In the 3s or 2s.
Well, the problem is people put money down on a 500,000 and then I end up with a 250.
Right.
Which is, I'm not complaining, but it just takes me 3 of those to do when I have a
Didn't
VA.
take it as a complaint, but the realtor gets the sales price.
We've been, I've been for the past, 2 years putting stuff on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to bring me clients.
Good.
Had one the other day that called me because of my VA off-grid property video I have on my YouTube channel, and luckily they're trying to buy up that way, up north, and where there would be off-grid properties. And since I've dealt with VA on off-grid properties, it's easy. It's just it's up to whatever the appraiser states. If they say it's normal for the area, no problem. If they state, oh, this is the only one and it needs to be on grid. Because I had a guy reach out to me from back east, and he's like, this appraiser ruined it. Again, it's up to the appraiser. So go order another appraisal.
Yeah. Can you do that with VA?
Yeah. Well, the first one, if they're going to say that and they're going to be a problem, just have them cancel it and order another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because you might have to go to a new lender to do it. I don't know. Because, you can complain and just, this is wrong. This is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's the possibility that they're right and it's got to be on grid.
No, because nothing has to be on grid, but like up in Twainhart, there's a little section where everybody's off grid.
Oh,
so that's, it's just, there's no services really out there. And so they're set up on, propane and solar. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're used to. That's normal for the area. So that's normal. So let's do it. Now, if you had a house here on Brady and you decide to cut ties with MID and with solar and then you got a propane tank, it wouldn't go.
No,
because that's not normal for the area. It has to be normal for the area. The other caveat to this one thing is they use straw bales to insulate the house. That's the straw bale, which is better than regular installation. So it just it's like log homes. Not necessarily is it like a log home. It just depends on what the appraiser states. So what I would tell people to do is when you order it, tell the appraiser to talk to a couple of the agents in the area.
Yeah.
Because I'm still fighting with another appraisal over rents on a 1007 where they wouldn't do the 1007 because they said everything is short-term rents.
Yeah.
But we can't use short-term rents. So thanks for ruining this and spending this money, and then your name's going to be on the freaking roll.
No list.
Yeah, you're off as our panel appraiser.
When they build a house out there, and just before they insulate, do they yell, "Hey"?
No, no, they don't.
Come on,
nope.
That was funny.
Only to you. You must have been drinking already this morning.
Coffee, black coffee. So that's all I got. It's
all I got too.
But
go out and get a house.
What we can look at is there's this is statewide, so it's 746 listings per day. That's a big increase from 2023, and it's
not okay. Big. What's big? 20% larger.
It's about 20% larger.
Yeah, because that's not. We're not even to our normal numbers.
No, I know.
So when we
I
get
know
to our
we're not.
normal listings, what we normally would have a year,
Do you think we'll actually hit normal numbers? We're not building anything. How do we hit normal numbers?
well, people realize that their low interest rate is like being in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, the golden handcuff.
So and I'm not bragging, but I'm on a lot of other people's podcasts now, thank God. And I said that to somebody like, oh my God, I'm going to use that all the time. Yeah, because it basically states what it is. You need another bedroom.
Heard that term?
Yeah, that it's like abusive relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I made that up. So how could it be somebody else's term?
Oh, there's synchronicity.
Yeah, I've been saying it for a while,
Yeah.
but it's just, and that's, you have to look at it. It's that way. And if you tell your clients, it's like being in it's being in a relationship that's abusive, but you're comfortable. And that's where you are. You're comfortable with that payment, but you need more room for your kids, and the kids are on top of you and everything else. And it's crazy through the rest of the week because there's no room for everybody, but you got a comfortable payment. So we're staying.
Yeah.
That's abusive relationship.
It is.
And you can always rent that house.
Yeah, you could
take a little bit of money out of it and go buy another house. Keep that one rented so that it offsets the difference in your payment.
There you go.
Or you sell it and pay off all your debt and then buy another house, FHA or something, because that's a big thing. If you can pay off all your debt, it makes it more sense to make that move because yes, your payment will be the same, but you paid off your debt.
Right. You got no debt, but you'll acquire some more. Oh, we know you will.
No. Yeah. Oh, that was another thing. So I was interviewed by this couple out of Texas, and they're huge Dave Ramsey fans.
Okay.
And they do that whole, his university about having people cut up their credit cards and all that stuff. And she's like, I have a question, because one of my clients asked me, if I cut up my credit cards and cancel them, it's going to ruin my credit. I said, that is correct. That's the only thing I do not agree with Dave Ramsey is canceling all your cards. I said, unless there are people who can't drink alcohol, they're called alcoholics and they have to go to AA. There could be credit people who are alcoholics and they can't control themselves. Yeah. Those people don't have a choice. But the other 90% of the people, let's not ruin their credit to get them out of credit. Because I'm like, if you're going to do that, you might as well have them go bankrupt. Because in 2 years, you'll have clean credit with bank, VA is 2, FHA is 3. But conventional is like 4. I think it's been forever since we dealt that. But I'm like, if you're going to ruin them to where they have to do a manual underwrite, and only 1% of the companies out there do manual underwrites.
Now, would it be smarter to pay them down and keep a certain level, a percentage?
Yes, of course. But people who are going through those programs, that's not where they're at.
I know, and that's not what they're being told.
Right, and you can always rebuild your credit, but why destroy it on the way down? And I told them, okay, we'll have them cut them up, but not cancel them, and pay them down and keep them. But then, and she's like, well, do I have to use them? Yes, you still have to put something on it, or otherwise it's going to be inactive and not give you any credit for it.
Right.
And so they were like, oh my goodness, what's your book? That's right. Go to getEdsBook.com.
Do you have a book?
Yeah.
Did you write a book?
Yeah. Financial Freedom, Building Personal Wealth Through Homeownership.
There you go.
We're going to get your book. I'm like, well, get my book. And then when you're teaching your classes, let me know. I'll send you a bunch of author copies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we got.
All right, that's it. Well, we could go on forever, but you guys don't want to hear us. Yeah. All right, make it a great day. Get out there over the weekend, buy a house. If you need to get qualified, reach out to myself. Yes, I'm pushing you to call me. That's right. Especially if you're a veteran. Please call me if you're a veteran. Those are my favorite, and the way I have it set up is very easy to do for people.
Hey, 134.5 Las Flores is held open Sunday from 12 to 3. Huge lot, perfect for a contractor. I'm not saying only a contractor can buy it.
Where is it?
On Las Flores, right in between La Loma and Yosemite in the La Loma area.
How big's the house?
1586 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, bamboo floors, ceramic tiles, semi-custom 4-car garage with a shop inside or office. And you could still park 4 cars in there, and a huge lot for parking if you've got like dump trailers or, big,
is it close to
trucks.
Other residential houses?
It's mixed in with all the residential houses. In fact, this is a flag lot.
It's a what?
A flag lot.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
L in there. I made sure.
I didn't want to get emails.
Upset about. We'll get.
Not me. I didn't want to get emails.
We'll get them anyway. Flag lot behind 134 Las Flores. So,
what is a flag lot?
A flag lot is when you cut off a portion of your lot and you've got a long, narrowish driveway that goes back to a lot that opens up. So it looks like
so the driveway is like a pole.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's an American flag. Okay. So it's an American flag lot.
What's the price of that?
$525. Great piece of property. Very, very cool. Check it
How
out.
big's the lot?
A little over a third of an acre, I believe.
Can you split it? Into,
No, you can't do it anymore.
Well, no, I mean, it's like, could you build like multiple?
Oh,
homes?
you could do an ADU out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking like multiple ADUs because it's a, you have that long driveway, you could get a couple houses.
It already has a she-he-they shed in the back.
Whatever that is.
It was a craft thing. It's got central heat and air. It could be just storage. It could be climate controlled storage. It could be a wine storage area. It could be anything.
Storage out back.
No, nobody would, but somebody might.
Nobody will, because they'll break into it and steal all that stuff.
Yeah, it's true. Just find 7 people back there all drunk.
We were going to steal it, but we dropped one, so we decided to open them.
I like Dave Albin's joke the other day. What do 4 guys in alcohol create? A fight. What do 4 guys on pot create? A band. So
you laughed anyway.
We all laughed.
You were the only one laughing because you said the ending of the joke. That's why you were.
We were all laughing. George was.
All right, of course, George. All right, make it a great day. Thanks for being here. We appreciate all
Peace
of
out,
you.
brothers.
If you like what we do here, subscribe and just let everybody know.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye.